Hey Chris, I'm going to take a little walk around the city again. It's beautiful outside.
Okay Shirley. So bring your phone, your Walkman, and your wallet with you, so that you don't lose it. And wear your mask as soon as possible.
I have them with me. Hey Chris, what are these things on your dresser?
Do you mean those two Palm Pilots? The ones I used to have since I was about 20 years old?
Yes! Why do you have Palm Pilots on your dresser?
Well, I was going to tell you later tonight, but you already noticed them. So I'll tell you right now.
I'm a little curious. So what is this you are about to tell me?
These are two devices called the Palm Pilots that have been attached to me and my grandmother for all these years. Ever since 1997.
What do you mean?
These two little devices controls on punishing you guys, for example, a week, a month, or maybe a year.
I don't understand what you are trying to tell me.
You see, about 23 years ago, I think about when you were still a kid, some person must have attached these things into our brains and controlled us getting you punished.
You mean throughout all of these years those suspensions were in the past when this little device was new back then?
Exactly.
But wait. How did you notice these things? Aren't they still attached in your mother brains?
I'm guessing. These little devices probably only work for about 20 or so years.
Who is this person? I want to meet him and ask some questions.
He is called the sex offender. But I don't remember his name Shirley. It was like a long time ago, back in the early 1980s. Why don't you go on your walk around the park, or hanging around the Brooklyn Bridge? It will get your mind off things.
Okay Chris, I'll be back in a little while. Later alligator. I miss PS142. I can't believe it is closed for the rest of the year due to the coronavirus. I have so many great memories there. You know, maybe I can go wander around inside the school for a little bit. I'm sure the principal won't mind that at all. Hello, Mr. Bruno.
Oh, hello, Shirley. This is a nice surprise. What are you doing here?
I was just going for a walk around the city, and I noticed PS142, because this was my last year here. Is it okay if I wander around the school to have one last look at it before I go? Please?
Sure. Go anywhere you like, except for the supply closet. I don't want you going in there. Do you understand?
Why not?
Well, because it's the janitor's room, and there is some stuff in there I don't want anybody looking at. Got me?
Oh, okay. But what if I want to go in there?
Well, don't, because some things in there could be jewelry yours. So please stay out of that room.
Don't worry, I will stay out of that room. Have a nice day! Okay, now that I am passing this room, I feel pretty eager to go in even if Mr. Bruno told me not to. You know what? Fish face. I think I'll just take a little peek in there anyway. He won't even notice I'm in there. Seriously? Mr. Bruno said I can't go in here. But all I see in this closet are school supplies, school record players, school cassette recorders, Kodak pageant 16mm movie projectors, and so many things. What's the worst that could happen? Whoa, look over there. Look at all of these things. Chris told me about them today. It's these Palm Pilot devices. Maybe this is the reason Mr. Bruno didn't want me to come in here. Wait a minute! I don't think the principal is. I gotta go tell Chris and Dan about this. Uh-oh.
Not so fast. Well, look what I have in here.
Hey Chris, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where Shirley is?
You know, I haven't seen her since she went for her walk around the city this afternoon.
Really? Couldn't she have gone to somewhere specific on her walk, like maybe the school?
I'm guessing she did. I hope she didn't get kidnapped there. We better go look for her.
Ugh. Huh. I'm tied up. Why am I tied up?
Oh good. You're awake. The rope has some ability for you to stay right exactly where you are.
Mr. Bruno, you are the worst principal of the entire school.
Yes. I am the one who started as the principal of PS142. I made these little devices myself with my own mad scientist skills.
You are a mad scientist? But you're the principal of PS142.
Not in my own true colors, I'm not. You see, every weekday, when I can't do my punishing work, I come to school dressed as a principal.
So you create these little Palm Pilot devices that force parents to punish their kids for a very long time limits. But why?
Because, when I was a kid, I always hated kids. They are annoying and crazy. At first, when I was a third grade student, I used to play games with some kids next door to me outside, and I kept losing. And they teased me and laughed at me for missing the ball when trying to catch it. This is what gave me an idea to end kids' fun and laughter for good. I became a mad scientist, studying ways at how to invent lots of different things. And then one day, I realized that I finally made my first invention. It's the Palm Pilot, which files harsh information into people's brains. When I do it on parents, I pull the lever that's connected to the device and table, and generates information into their mother brains while wanting to punish their kids for like 10 days, whenever their kids make bad mistakes. I've done it on so many parents ever since back in 2001.
But if you are a mad scientist, who is the founder of punishment, how come you are the principal of this school?
I'll tell you why. It was my mom. She thinks I've been spending too much time as a mad scientist. She has told me I have been affecting way too many people with my invention, and said I can't be a scientist anymore. So she took me out of my laboratory and demolished it. Mom was principal of the PS142 before I was, so she wanted me to help her in the office since I didn't apply for college at Long Island University. So I helped her in the office for many years, and I kept my Palm Pilots in boxes secretly from her. But at one point, Mom tragically killed in a car crash after driving up to 90 miles an hour on the Gowanus Expressway. So I took over as principal for her after she died, and kept all my Palm Pilot devices far in the school supply closet all this time.
This makes lots of sense.
Exactly, Shirley. And this is exactly why I specifically told you not to go into the supply closet. And what did you do? You went into the closet and took a peek at my personal invention.
Look, I understand that kids used to annoy you so much. But making inventions to end their laughter and fun into getting punished is not going to make you feel better.
Well, it's too late, Shirley. I already did.
Are you going to do it on me?
That's right. When you have kids, and they make a bad mistake, you are going to punish them for a super long time, and there is nothing you can do to stop me. Ha 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 ha.
No! Chris, Dan, help me.
Silence, little Miss Shirley Temple. I can't activate this with your whining.
Stop right there. I got a note right now. Mr. Bruno, let go of her.
Now why would I want to do that? You punished her. You should be having that device in your brains.
Well, that is what you think. But I think I need to remind you something. It expired 9 years ago back in 2011.
I didn't realize you were the one that forced us to punish Shirley in the first place. And you kidnapped our little old friend. I'm calling the NYPD cops.
It's an unbelievable discovery. Principal Bruno of PS 142 is being arrested for kidnapping.
So Chris, Mr. Bruno is the principal, now an alleged sex offender. I didn't mean for any of this to happen to me.
I know, Shirley. I know. Maybe I shouldn't have told you about those Palm Pilots. I didn't realize it has caused lots of trouble. Let's go home now. You have had a very exhausting afternoon.
Yes, I have. Let's get out of here before it's too late.